Oh, what's up guys, Gemma here and back again for another video, and I just want to apologise, my face is beet red. I've just come back from I think it was like a 4.3 mile run, had a shower, so I'm feeling a little bit kind of red, so I apologise. Absolutely wiped out, you know. But I figured I need to get that motivation going today and start my day off with a run. And today I want to talk about the Super NES Mini, SNES Classic Mini, whatever you want to call it. There's various names for it out there. And I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why we must be invested in this product. We must buy it. I've pre-ordered, and I think a lot of you that are familiar with my channel know that I wasn't a massive fan of the NES Mini. Wasn't a massive fan. I wasn't feeling it at all. The games didn't really kind of make me go, wow, this needs to happen. But the Super NES Mini, the SNES Mini, whatever, it's there for me. I'm all over it. So let's take a look at number 1, but I just want to say tomorrow's video, I'm going to be doing a Game Boy, GBA and a GBC collection video. So I've got quite a bit to show you. The majority of the stuff for the original Game Boy side, it is going to be unboxed, but there's loads of really cool stuff that I really want to show you guys. It's been requested, so I figured I'd listen to you guys because it's important to me to get, again, getting the right content out there for you. So that will be tomorrow, so make sure you guys hit subscribe and stay tuned for that. But for now, let's take a look at reason number 1. First one's actually going to be pretty obvious. So the first reason then is Star Fox 2, the unreleased classic Super Nintendo game, and it was a massive shock for me. Like, I was blown away that Star Fox 2 was finally being released, and I did a video ages ago on games we never knew about Star Fox 2, and I'd interviewed Dylan Cuthbert. I'll probably link the video in the cards, but in fact no, it'll be the first link in the description to my website. The video is embedded in the article that I wrote, so go and check that interview out if you want to know what Dylan said. But we all know that Star Fox 2 was cancelled around the time that the N64 came to fruition and the PS1 was out, and Miyamoto didn't think that Star Fox 2 was actually going to be able to keep up with the technology of the PS1 and the N64. But it was rumoured that a lot of the kind of technology, a lot of the ideas had migrated into Star Fox 64 anyway, but we don't care about that. I'm just really happy that we'll be able to play Star Fox 2 legitimately, as there are plenty of other ROMs floating around online, and I think the developers were pretty happy too. There's been numerous pictures posted on Twitter of them all celebrating, and I think it was a real surprise to them, so it's just fantastic to see the game finally get a release. So that's kind of one thing, and I want to know if that was the deciding factor for you to be getting this, because for me I think it definitely really solidified my decision to pick it up, and like I say, I have pre-ordered, and also I want to know if you have pre-ordered, let me know. Really looking forward to it. So that's kind of obvious. The other 2 aren't so obvious. Reason number 1, Star Fox 2, it is coming in September. Second reason then guys, and I think for me this is a biggie, this is huge. It is the whole thing of kind of quality versus quantity. We know that there are 9 less games on the Super Nintendo Mini, I keep saying Super Nintendo Mini, the SNES Mini, the SNES Classic Mini, than there were on the NES Classic. And some people think, well, you know, we're not getting as much for our money. I actually think we're getting more for our money. We're even getting games that weren't released here in Europe, in PAL regions, like Super Mario RPG. I have a copy for my NTSC Super Nintendo somewhere. But there are a lot of people out there that never played it, and you know, have never had it in their collection because they may have not gone to the States, or it may have been too expensive to import. But it's coming, it's there. So we've got some cross-region games on there. You know, even like games like Link to the Past. If we were to buy that brand new, well, it's a brand new, reasonable condition, you're probably looking at about 95, 75 for an okay copy box, up to about 120 for an immaculate copy. So to think that this thing only costs $79.99, we're getting 21 fantastic games, including an unreleased game. I think it's definitely a case for me of looking at the quality of the games rather than the quantity. Now if we to just kind of, I'm just going to grab my phone here, and just to look at the full list of games. I mean, we're all familiar with, we should be by now, but you've got Contra 3 The Alien Wars, known as Super Pro Protector over here in PAL regions, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, another game that was only released in NTSC regions. So again, so there's real quality. Final Fantasy 3, F-Zero, Kirby Superstar, Kirby's Dream Land, Link to the Past, which we've mentioned, Mega Man X up here, Star Fox 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Hyper Fighting, Super Castlevania 4. Now I know a lot of my subscribers, you love that game. It's been heavily requested to stream. So I'm just like, this again, real quality stuff. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, solid. Super Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Punch-Out and Yoshi's Island. Could there be a bigger dream Super Nintendo game lineup on this? I don't think there could be. I don't possibly think there could be, but we're getting it. Me personally, I think it's worth just bearing it in mind. It completely eclipses the NES lineup for me personally, maybe different for you, but we've got to remember, guys, you've got to get your pre-orders in because it's some quality games over quantity, and that is the second reason why you've got to buy it. Now, call me old-fashioned, but I miss couch co-op. A lot of today's technology focuses on online stuff, and it's all kind of done through mics, and very, very rarely do we ever meet people that we play with online. You know, gone half the days of the 8-bit, the 16-bit, the 32-bit, the 64-bit era where you sat shoulder to shoulder with your brother, your sister, your friend, whatever, playing some Mario Kart or playing some Street Fighter. That couch co-op culture, really, I miss it. I really miss it. I'd love nothing more than to get together with my childhood friends and have a retro gaming night. I can never get in touch with them, they're always so busy, but I would love that. And my third reason to buy a SNES Mini is the fact that you get this package delivers 2 controllers. We can again sit down on the Super Nintendo. Yes, there's a real Super Nintendo here. Yes, you know, we can do it on our, you know, PlayStations, etc, etc. But again, some people don't want to have collections like this. Some people don't want to have collections, and I think for me, being able to sit down, being able just to pick up the SNES Mini like this, and just go off to like my brothers or, you know, my nephews, and just kind of chill out with them for an evening. It's so much easier than carrying my Super Nintendo. In fact, I probably wouldn't want to take my original collection out because I wouldn't want to break it, but this I can take, I can travel with it, I can chill out, I can couch co-op until the cows come home, and it's just, for me, that's so important. The 2 controllers justifies the higher price. I'm not bothered, even if it costs 150 quid, I'd still be up for this, 100%. Here in the UK it's $79.99, in the US it's dollars, obviously $79.99. I think it's about £10 pre-order depending on where you pre-order from, so it's not too bad. The couch co-op element is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 controllers and I cannot wait. And again, let me know again if you've pre-ordered or if you're absolutely dead against it. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. So where does that leave us now then? What have Nintendo said? So a lot of people already are struggling to get pre-orders. It's very, very difficult. You can get them, but Nintendo did speak to Kotaku. I'm just going to open the article here and summarise what they said. In a nutshell, they're going to be supplying more consoles. They're going to be supplying more units than what they did with the NES Classic. So that's a thumbs up already. So if you don't get your pre-order in now, don't worry. There may potentially be a second wave. But Nintendo have also admitted again in this statement here that they are focused. Obviously the SNES Mini isn't a priority, the Switches, their handheld family are, but they understand that they need to focus a little bit more on that kind of supply and demand. There's going to be a huge demand for this. My prediction is that there's going to be a higher demand for this than there was the NES Classic. I think what happened with that is I saw a lot of second-hand units in CEX pretty damn quickly after launch, which is a shame, which is a damn shame. I mean, it wasn't something I invested in. I've never played one. I think I did play one at the ALT Lounge, but other than that, I've not been interested. But it's nice to know that Nintendo have actually recognised the fans want this. The fans really want this. And I am so pumped. 29th of September is going to be awesome. I cannot wait, and thank you to Nintendo finally. We'll see if they come through on that though. We'll see if there actually is a few more circulating. But on eBay, people are just putting them on eBay for crazy prices, which is really sad. Don't get roped into that, guys. Don't get roped into it. Pay from a trusted person that you know, and definitely get your hands on one. Cannot wait. So there we go, 3 reasons. Let's summarise. Reason number 1, Star Fox 2. We can play it legitimately. It may even be the finished version, because Dylan Cuthbert told me that the version he had is different to the version that's floating around online. He has the final copy on a floppy disk and nobody will ever see it. I don't know if this is going to be the version he has or if it's going to be the one that's floating around online. But it's awesome and I'm pumped for it, and you've got to buy one, and that's the reason number one. Reason number two, like I said, quality over quantity. Got more games there that are quality, not so much about quantity. I think I would have bought it even if there were 15 games on there. And reason number three, it's going to bring you back that couch co-op culture that I can't wait for. Easy to travel with, take to your friend's house on a night of chilling and gaming. It's going to be awesome. And that's it really, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit like, please smash your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow's video, like I say, is going to be the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance collection games. Not so much handhelds, but if you want to check out my Instagram here, you'll see all of them on there anyway, handheld wise. So thank you. Catch some streams later, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. My name's Gemma, take care, see you soon.